Alright, we are preparing for our final run of the season here. I'm going to go down to Crested Butte and get some fresh gas and put some stabilizer in it, and that'll be it until next season. So I'm going to do that on the bike and in the Corvette today. So it's a nice day for it. It's going to get pretty cold in the morning, been around 25 or so. Yeah, let's see what happens here. Yeah, crack that visor just a bit. So the other day I was horsing around with my camera, my 360 camera. I wanted to get some shots of blowing the leaves around the driveway, and I set the camera down on the mount on the side entrance on the doormat there, and when I hit it with the leaf blower, it made the mat kind of going away like that. It tipped the camera over and it went down right onto the concrete, and it made a sound like that sound that you hear when a rock flies up and hits your windshield. And I thought, that's not good, and it wasn't. Put a big old pit in this side, and that pit was going to be in every shot that I ever did with this camera ever again. So I ordered a replacement lens off of Amazon, and that was a bit of a challenge to get the old lens out, get the new one in. Now the next generation of Insta360, the X5, has a replaceable lens capability, so if you do something stupid like that, you can actually easily replace it. They give you a toolkit and everything. But that's the next generation. And this camera, the X4, cheapest that I've seen it was $320, and so I bought this replacement lens for $60. And this run is going to tell me whether or not that lens is going to work. So we'll have to see how it goes, eh? It's nice to be back on the bike. As you can tell, all the leaves are down now. Today is October 22nd. It's getting a lot cooler. So I'm getting everything ready for winter time. And for the motorcycle, that means, full tank of gas and stabilizer. That's what I do every season. So that's what this run is all about. I read somewhere that when you shut your vehicles down for the winter time, they should have a full tank of gas so they don't get condensation in the fuel tank. Woohoo! Check this out. Oh yeah. This guy up here on the left-hand side up here, he makes log furniture, and he was trying to sell his business because he's going to retire. And I don't know if he's had any luck selling the business or not, but we ended up getting some more log furniture from him because it's good stuff. If you look around the neighborhood, you'll see a lot of people have the Red Mountain log furniture, and it lasts quite a while. We had to get rid of all of our ski furniture because the skis and the snowboards were delaminating with their plastic covers on them, and there's not much you can do about that. The furniture, the ski furniture just wasn't made to sit out in the sun in the rain and the wind and the snow and everything, and subject to the elements, and they just started coming apart, so we had to get rid of all of it. And most of it we were able to, Karen advertised it on Facebook, and we were able to just give it away. And the only thing that we couldn't give away was there was a table that wasn't very well constructed. What I ended up doing with that one is taking it apart, putting a lot of it in the garbage. But we're all done with that. As you can see on these mountains back over here, they got some fresh snow up there. You can see on this side all the leaves are down off the Aspen. Fall's just about over. What's the official start date for winter time? Yeah, it's coming. Yeah. I've got so much footage that I need to work with. We had some friends that came up for the last week of September, and so I was processing footage from back then, and then I took a whole bunch more while they were here, and I've just got tons of footage I need to edit, and this one too. But that's all good sign, huh? I probably got enough footage for another, I'm going to say, 3 or 4 episodes of Ride as a Valkyrie. Man, I wish, if it stayed like this, man, I'd keep riding. I'd go out for another long ride somewhere. But you have to wait until, 10 or 11 before it warms up enough so you don't freeze to death out there. I went down to Denver last week, and I was on US 50 just heading east out of Gunnison. There was a guy in a Harley that was coming down, and he had frost on his windshield. I don't know, man. I'm just not that diehard. I think I said one time when it gets cold enough that you need to turn your heated grips and heated seat on, that's probably time to hang it up for the season. You know, you just never know what kind of road conditions you're going to run into. Is there going to be ice on a corner somewhere that you definitely don't want to hit? I don't know. Today sure is nice. It's supposed to get up to like 60 something today, I think. 25 in the morning, 60, and high temp for the day. Yeah, I used to have guys, one guy from England, from the UK, and one guy from Australia, a couple guys down there from Australia. They used to watch my channel, but I haven't heard anything from either one of those guys this season. So, I don't know. Have they done what's right with the Valkyrie? I hope. They're pretty funny guys. Had good content themselves. Yeah. Last time I got gas at this station on the bike, a guy in the Jeep pulled into me last year, and the backlog didn't do anything, you know. Yeah, I hate to hang the bike up for the season, but that window keeps getting narrower and narrower. Yeah, it's supposed to be kind of rainy and not very good later this week. Saturday's supposed to be bad. Today is Wednesday. Last year, I went to Denver, actually Boulder, for a friend of mine's memorial service, and on the way back, this was like the third week of September. On the way back, it had snowed enough to close Monarch Pass, and when I went down in the morning, it was absolutely beautiful. You know, I came home, the pass closed due to snow. I guess I could pull around the other side, but this guy's just about done filling up gas cans. So on the clock, 12,862 miles. Let's see how this goes, huh? Ooh, it popped right up. Yeah, this guy's at the shop to take a look at that. Maybe they did something to it. I put my stabilizer in. 2.5 ounces for, how many gallons? 1 ounce does 2.5 gallons, so I'm going to do 2 ounces. No, that says half ounce right there. I'll do another little bit. I'll do a 1/4 ounce. Damn it. Then we'll have my paper towels here. Dang it. It should take about 2.5 gallons. I had a half tank, 2.2 right there. Okay. 2.3. Okay, I think I have everything put back together again. Ready to go. Yeah, I know I feel like an idiot when I dropped my camera on the concrete. I made that awful sound, like a rock hitting your windshield. Alright, well, let's head back home. Full tank of gas, all ready for the first run for next season. Unless the weather holds here, we have had snow a couple of times, it's just a little bit. We'll have to see how everything goes. Man, I love this bike. Yeah, after I got home from my trip back in August, it took me a little while to, physically recover from that because my hand is so sore. I hit a traffic jam west of Glenwood Springs on I-70, and I was in that traffic jam for an hour and a half, so, and working the throttle and the clutch and the brake lever really cut up to me. See, that's why I think a Goldwing, a DCT Goldwing would be really nice. It would relieve some of that. It's a beautiful day for a ride, huh? There's been quite a bit of construction going on. Always, people want to live in the mountains, that's sure. Out here, definitely. But if you're not a snow person, this is not the place you want to be traveling. Man, the wind has been blowing quite a bit recently, but it's relatively quiet today. I planned this ride around the weather panel. Like I said, I'm going to take the Corvette and run it down there too. Put some gas stabilizer in it. I think I've been reading this bottle wrong on the table. Got a 1/4 ounce mark, half ounce mark. It doesn't have a 1 ounce mark. Maybe the different bottles of stable have different marks on them. It's 2.5 ounce to treat 5 gallons. Yeah. I've had pretty good luck with the bike. I haven't had to, in the time that I've had it, 6 years, I've never put it on a battery tender. The battery held up until the beginning of this season. I think I'm going to stick with that plan. Bike's in the garage all winter, and it's a heated garage, so I don't have to worry about that too much. Yeah, this fall was exceptional for the colors. It was beautiful. Our friends that came for the visit, they hit it right at the peak. They were very happy. Super nice. I took my buddy out to Black Canyon, and then I also took him out to the Colorado Gators. We took the Corvette both times. We went pretty far west because of Black Canyon, and then we went pretty far east because of the Gators. South. Yeah, down there by the Gators, we got pretty close, and I never really realized this, but in that part of the state, I guess one of their main crops down there is potatoes. We saw them doing harvest for it, and there's probably 6 or 7 fully loaded trucks coming out of the potatoes. I told my buddy we should never go back to the Gators, so they let you fish it for tilapia, and they let you eat what you catch. I told them they should open up a restaurant down there and do tilapia and potatoes. Well, yep, hey dude, you didn't have gloves on. Yeah, this is the final time, I think, for coming into the neighborhood for this. Makes me a little bit sad, but there's always something to do. I've always got a lot of work that I can do or need to do to get ready for winter. Managing the leaves, all those leaves down, and then change out the lower deck on my yard tractor for the snowplow. Put chains on it, and part of what I'm doing today, the gas treatment in the vehicles that I won't be driving. I need to get in touch with my insurance agent and tell them that after today that the Corvette's parked for the season. We had a blast in the Corvette, though. I'm not too sure that car is like a road trip kind of car. I think after we did those 2 runs, we were both ready to kind of not be in the Corvette anymore. It was fun, but if I haven't read them, I'm not sure they make like a really good long distance car unless you have something like Z06. But he drove the first leg on both those trips, and then I drove the leg coming home. That worked out pretty good. He's my best friend. Lives in Erie, Colorado. It's pretty far north of Boulder County, almost. I think there might be in Weld or something like that, but it's pretty far north. And actually, Karen's son, my stepson, Tyler, his wife Nicole, they live like a few blocks away from my friends out there. All in the neighborhood. I could take a run up to Taylor Reservoir if the weather continues to be nice, and we're back. How about that?